Hey, folks, I'm Bill,
I'm Angela.
and we're Finest Travel Beat. We're going to talk to you probably about an hour today. We're going to try to keep it to under an hour and answer any questions you have, and also describe a little bit about the state of the cruise industry, where we think things are going. We've been on a lot of cruises over the past year. We've seen a lot of changes over the last year. Um, give you some ideas on how to save some money as well, as much as you can. But again, the main purpose here is to answer any questions that you may have in chat. Um, and where is our chat screen? Oh my God. My apologies. We're using StreamYard, and we're kind of new to it. So we're going to have to pull up the chat screen as we can.
No, that's private chat.
What's that?
It was private chat.
Oh, comments. There we go. So if you have any comments, just you can post them in any questions. There's Sharon. Hi, guys.
Hi, Sharon.
Okay, we got to figure it out now. Old dog, new tricks. Not an easy thing to do. But anyway, before we start, we want to thank everybody for supporting us, supporting the channel, supporting the business. We are up to, believe it or not, over 4,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Not in a million years did we ever think we would have so many subscribers and go on cruises where people actually recognize us from the channel. It kind of started as we was Hawaii, right?
Yeah,
we were looking for videos,
and that kind of gave us an idea what to do when we got there.
Yeah, we saw some videos we liked. We saw some videos that we weren't really fans of. And for those that are new to our channel that haven't watched us before, we try to give information. We do not just showing you where we are, but just telling you how to get from point A to point B and the things we do, and hopefully that helps you out. On the travel agency end, we were at a recent convention for my host agency, NextGen. Finest Travel Agency won a Circle of Excellence award. We were recognized by the Vice President of Royal Caribbean at it. So it's been phenomenal. It's been great connecting with so many people, old friends and new. But again, and thank you. And if you have any questions, we have a cruise coming up in 2 weeks.
11 days.
11 days. This one is the Liberty of the Seas. It's with the group Law Enforcement Officers Weekend. This organization is dedicated to doing weekend trips and events with the families of officers killed in line of duty. And we are doing a group cruise with them. It's, over 120 people are going on that. So that'll be our next one. So there's a lot of new cruisers on that cruise, a lot of new questions. So again, the main purpose is kind of answer the question about check-in and drink packages and luggage and and all those things. So state of the cruise industry.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Oh, it's full.
Yeah, the ships are full. They are at capacity. They're selling out a year in advance in some cases. They bring in newer and newer ships. It's just unbelievable that a year in advance ships are selling out. Prices are going through the roof. Unfortunately, we joke. We kind of sometimes could we have just a little outbreak?
Yeah,
but obviously not. But the days of 25% capacity are gone, as are the days of $1,000 cruises.
Oh yeah,
for the most part, you can get some weekend shorter cruises, but be prepared that the pricing, like everything else, has been going up over time. Ships are full. They're making record profits. The other side to that is that during the pandemic, they literally financed billions of dollars. I mean, billions of dollars to be shut down for a year and a half, figuring that they would be able to refinance that debt. And well, we all know where interest rates went.
Mm-hmm.
If you're trying to refinance your house, that's not happening. But again, the bad side of it is drink packages going up. uh,
Excursions.
excursions are going up. They're taking away the little things. A lot of cruise lines have gone to one housekeeping a day instead of two housekeepings a day. So that's an issue. There are always to save money. The best way to save money on booking a cruise, well, there's a couple of them. One, book early. When a cruise goes on sale, which is usually about 18 months out, it depends on the cruise line. That's when they have the lowest pricing. They offer at the lowest pricing. As categories fill up, the pricing goes up. So, and it doesn't always make sense, believe it or not, on some ships, an ocean view cabin can cost more than a balcony cabin because they don't have as many available. It's a very complicated formula, I guess they use. I'm on these websites every day looking at, probably dozens of cruises a day and seeing where pricing is going. It's always the least when it first goes on sale. The other thing that I'll explain to you is the group rate advantages. The way it works is, for myself, for instance, I belong to a consortium called Nexion and Travel Leaders Network. When the first cruise first goes on sale, they take out group space. The group space allows them to not only purchase the cruise when it first goes on sale at the lowest price, but they get a little bit of a discount on it as well. So say a cruise, just for instance, goes on sale for $2,000. Maybe their group rate is $1,800. Well, as the cruise sells out, it may go up to $2,500, $3,000. Their rate and the rate I have access to is still at $1,800. Again, that group rates sell out as well. So that's a big one. I'll explain a little bit more about that later on. I'll show you some examples of what we have. But that's kind of where it is. Now, in general, another place you can save is on drink packages and excursions. Book those early as well. The pricing can go up or down. The nice thing, especially at Royal Caribbean, which is most people that are probably watching this are Royal Caribbean, the pricing on that is if it goes on sale lower than you have, you can cancel it and then you can rebook at the lower price. The only disadvantage is you have to wait for a refund. So you got to repurchase it. It takes about 7 to 10 days to get the refund, but that's the way. Black Friday, may see some Black Friday sales on drink packages and stuff like that. Traditionally, that was where they had the best sales were on those days. Last Black Friday's been kind of disappointing. Don't expect cruises to go on sale for Black Friday. I wouldn't even expect them. Usually January is the time where the cruises go on sale. I'm not seeing that happening this year either. It's just been kind of prices going up, and not only going up, it's just not available. There's people that will contact me for, if you're looking to book spring break this year, or you're looking to book next summer, you probably missed the boat. Pardon the pun.
The ship.
The ship. Can't call it boat.
Can't call it boat.
Angela gets mad. You probably missed the boat to a large degree. Excursions. Another way that we have found you can save a little bit of money is not using the ship's excursions. Now, there's a few caveats to that. Not every port will you want to use an independent excursion company. We came back from, we did a couple of cruises. One was a 12-night British Isles cruise.
Mhm.
There's videos I'm putting up on the channel as we speak with the different excursion companies we used. We used a combination of, we were on Princess Cruise, Princess Excursions. We did some with Shore Excursion Group. We did an independent one with Circa Tours, Glasgow, Scotland. That video's up here. That guy, they were amazing.
He was great. That was like one of the best cruise tours we did.
And why did you like it so much?
Harry Cruise.
So the Harry Cruise, and it was an Outlander tour. It was really, really neat and a lot of fun. The other one, we used Project Expedition, who was great service. And then we also use Ventura Shore, which
Mm.
wasn't one of our favorites, probably not one that we would use. But we purposely kind of did a combination of all of them between that one. Then also on our cruise we did a New England cruise right afterwards. So kind of have an idea of which ones it is that's better. Paris, Le Havre. We used Princess for
Yeah.
Paris because about 2.5 hours away. And
You don't
that
take a
was,
chance of,
yeah, you don't like if it's too far away, if it's a complicated port, sometimes you're better off sticking with the cruise lines. But most of them were fine.
Yeah.
Also, if using a private excursion, I'll throw in the comments the links to the ones that we recommend that you use if you're going to do private. Make sure it has a return to the ship guarantee. That's a
that's
big
very
one.
important.
If it's got a return to the ship guarantee, they guarantee if they don't get you a ship in time, they will pay to get you to the next port. Trust me, these companies do not want to pay you to get to the next port. They will make sure you get back in time. And the other misnomer is that people believe that if they take a ship excursion, the ship will wait for them. In most cases, they'll wait for them a reasonable amount of time, but it doesn't mean they will get you to the next port, obviously, but they're not going to wait 2 or 3 hours
Oh,
if
no.
there's a bus accident or something like that. So it's really, in most cases, not a whole lot different using a legitimate, reputable third party than the cruise lines. So that's the
Third party I like too, especially if you get like a small group versus
Yeah.
a big. I find it such a big difference.
yeah, that's you can explain. There's a lot of advantages to the third
Yeah.
party ones, like you said.
Having a smaller group, it makes such a big difference. It's more intimate. I guess
Yeah,
you could kinda say.
the Project Expedition one that we did in Edinburgh was a smaller group. That was like it was like 10 people in that, or
I
that
think it
was
was less than that, wasn't it? Like just
it was 6 or 8 people.
Yeah,
Maybe
it was
it was a small group,
small group.
and that was really good because you don't have to wait for everybody. If you have 50 people, obviously loading the bus and unloading the bus and who wanders off and who gets on the wrong bus, which we had somebody get on the wrong bus.
Oh, that
on the
was
New
it.
England one, and
Yes, yeah, that
they
was
had to go
interesting.
hunting for them, and then it delays it, and then you miss other stops. So that's another one, the advantage of the smaller groups.
Plus, they do some things that are beyond what's in there too. Like when we did Scotland, the
Yeah,
extra stops. That was
yeah,
really cool.
exactly. The Scotland one again in the one we did out of Glasgow.
Outlander.
Definitely check that video out. That was just such an amazing,
Yeah.
amazing day in general. Even if you're not an Outlander fan, it was fun. I'm a Monty Python fan. Got to see where they filmed Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which was, that was very cool as a Monty Python fan.
It was good because he also stopped, like, surprise stops. He stopped at this farm stand where they had strawberries and bought strawberries. He wanted us all to taste strawberries from Scotland. It's those little things. That's why I kind of like the smaller versus the bigger bus.
Yeah, definitely. It's again, there's a price difference in that too. The smaller groups are going to be a little more expensive than larger groups, obviously. Cruise ships offer some small ship tours too. They tend to sell it early
More expensive
and
too,
more
I think.
expensive.
Yeah.
With anything, book early on these as well, especially the cruise ships excursions. Depending on the port you're going to, they tend to sell out early. If
Oh,
you're
yeah.
doing like Europe, you want to book early. New England, a lot of these places have strict capacity controls as well. They're ordering the tickets as well. That's something we're going to
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about in another video. Make sure if you're doing an excursion and it involves a visit to a site that they have secured the tickets for you. We did not get to see Edinburgh Castle. It was a mistake. We used a reliable vendor who did the right thing. They realized that the subcontractor had made a mistake. They dropped the ball. It was on them. We got a refund. We're happy with the way they handled it, but it didn't hurt the disappointment. So realize that not every excursion includes the inside visit. Edinburgh Castle, and especially Europe, a lot of things are very strictly capacity
Yeah.
controlled. Europe, like I said, British Isles cruise, that was amazing.
That was that was fabulous.
London was great. Couldn't believe how much we enjoyed London. Great city. Learned so much. We learned so much to pass along to everybody.
And I wasn't sure if I'd like that either. When you first mentioned British Isles, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I ended up loving London.
Yeah, London was great. Scotland was great. Ireland was beautiful. Paris was, it was a 2.5 hour ride there, a 2.5 hour ride back, and we got the Gilligan tour, a 3 hour tour. We tried to see as much as you possibly can in 3 hours in Paris, which obviously didn't work out great. It was okay. You got your perfume.
I got my perfume. I didn't get my baguettes or my croissant. Well, we found the place, but it wasn't that great.
Yeah, but you got
I got the macaroons.
The macaroons were okay.
They were okay.
Yeah, we weren't there long enough. So again, cruise ships, and we love cruise vacations because you unpack once, you see multiple places. The downside to it is that you don't get a whole lot of time at every place. Right. So it gives you kind of a taste whether you want to come back or not.
Which is good, because I'd hate to book a vacation, be there for a week, and find out that you didn't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody have any questions so far?
Yeah.
Want to ask us anything?
Yeah, if you have any questions, put them in you type it in chat. You can log right into YouTube. Hopefully people know how to use it. Just type in chat. It'll pop up on the side here like Sharon did. Hi, guys. We'll see that. And also, if you, for the people that have cruised before, what's your favorite cruise line? Angel and I have sailed on just about all of them over the past. The only one we haven't, it's MSC.
We haven't done that one
over the past couple of years, but we've cruised on just about all of them. And this last year we did a lot of Princess.
Yes.
Some Celebrity, some Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
Next year we're like almost exclusively Royal Caribbean and Celebrity. A lot of it is groups, and I'm gonna we'll tell you some of the group cruises we have coming up, and some of the special things we have in store, and generally some of the our upcoming travel. No questions. Okay. Moving on. So let's talk about the Blue Knight 1013 cruise we have coming up in May. Now that's a different cruise. We have a couple of different law enforcement cruises coming up. The one coming up in November for that law enforcement officers weekend is
I think I got it count there.
Yeah.
Is that Caitlin?
Oh, there you go.
Hi, Caitlin.
There's the chats coming in. We have the one in November that's sold out already. That's for that law enforcement officers weekend I was explaining to you. They're hosting 3 line of duty families there. It'd be very nice to meet them and spend the weekend with them. The next group cruise we have coming up is in May on the Allure of the Seas, May 13th to the 17th. That is out of Port Canaveral. Mm-hmm. It's Monday through Friday. That one is going to be like a law enforcement appreciation cruise. That is Police Week. The we did it last year. We had probably about 40 people last year?
Yeah, about that.
40 people last year. Nice group, nice sized group. Had a lot of fun. It was mainly Blue Knights, which is a law enforcement motorcycle club, and also some people from the local 1013 club, which is for retired NYPD officers. So we have that one coming up in May. That's almost sold out of the group rates. There's one balcony left on that for $1,700, and then one interior for $1,100. There's going to be more, but the pricing is going up.
Unbelievable.
Again, it's the days last year that cruise was probably half the price, but it's where it is. The other thing I want to mention about saving money is on almost all of the cruise lines, if the price drops before the final payment date, you can get the price reduced. If using a travel agent, which you should, whether using me or somebody else, that it doesn't matter. You should contact them. I monitor the prices. They're not dropping, so I haven't had to do this much. but you can call the cruise line, they'll reprice it. Sometimes you may lose a little onboard credit, but it used to be pretty common that we're able to do it. Now it's the price is going up and they're selling out. So let's see.
We have a question. Where do you typically like to book your stateroom? Is there a specific or general area you like better?
Tough question.
I think if you're first going on a cruise and you don't know if you're going to be seasick, probably you're better off midship.
Yeah, midship, generally a little lower in the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of the nature of things. It rocks less at the bottom. You get my prop here. It rocks a little bit less at the bottom that way. Balconies.
Oh yeah,
I like balconies.
I like the aft. When we did the British Isles cruise,
Yeah, we had on the British Isles cruise, we had an aft balcony, which is a balcony that faces the back of literally the back of the ship. So you see where you've been, which originally I was not sure about because.
Well, let me tell you how we got that.
Yeah, okay.
That's my specialty. Cruise lines, what they do sometimes, they offer something called a Royal Up or Celebrity Up upgrade, where they'll give you different room levels that are above yours, and you can bid. They'll give you like a minimum, and then there's a max. So what you do is you put a bid in, and if it gets accepted, you automatically get charged to your credit card. The bad thing about that is you can't, if you don't like where the bid ends, you're stuck with it. You can't change it.
Right.
But we've been pretty lucky.
Yeah,
So what happened with the British Isles cruise is I put a bid in, and we went from a regular balcony to this aft balcony.
Yeah,
which
premium, a
Premium
larger
deluxe.
room and aft balcony, and it was because they charge you extra for those on most ships.
Right.
Carnival sometimes it's not too much more, but usually it's quite a bit more. And this sailing out of ports, which is absolutely phenomenal. It was nice. We had a bar, one deck up.
Yeah, I liked that.
So ran upstairs, got a drink, sat down on the patio, and watched the sail away.
And it was huge too. The patio, the balcony was very big. The
very,
patio.
very big. The only thing that was bad was the one night.
Oh my gosh, that night.
I have a short up on this, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about it in another video. Unfortunately, there was a medical incident on board. A passenger got sick, and this was heard about 1 o'clock in the morning. Them calling for medical, and
I slept right through it. You didn't even hear it.
And you slept right through it. And then about an hour and a half later, it's like 2:30 in the morning, I'm kind of stirring, and I hear the unmistakable sound, if you know what a helicopter sounds like, coming towards us. And I looked towards the sliding glass and saw the light opened up, and it was United Kingdom Coast Guard, His Majesty's, not Her Majesty anymore, His Majesty's Coast Guard. They were dropping a paramedic onto the ship to evacuate this person, get them to a medical facility. And because they didn't land the helicopters, no helicopter pad. But where they landed, the paramedic was literally 2 decks up from us, like almost straight up. So had a little video of that. It was definitely exciting.
You had to wake me up for that too. I would have slept.
Yeah, you were asleep.
I was asleep.
You were asleep. I opened the door. You were still sleeping. And with the rotor wash actually almost was starting to knock furniture around. And then the staff came. They've actually evacuated everybody from those aft balconies for about a half an hour until they had airlifted the person off because they were afraid of flying debris from the rotor wash.
Or people being out there that shouldn't be.
You were out there.
Well, they were starting getting windy. Obviously, I went inside when it got.
But the aft balcony, the sailaways were just great. It was just really nice and very peaceful too. The nice thing about those was there's not as much wind. On the side balconies, sometimes get windy. You really didn't get much wind at all. But yeah, we liked.
It was beautiful. I mean, I don't know. You got to see like both sides of the ship, basically.
It's a little you have a little more motion in the back. Obviously, the further you get from the front, the middle of the ship. But most of the ships now, they are pretty stable. They have stabilizers that go underneath the surface of the water, so they're not rocking unless they're in really, really bad storms. And they rarely get in bad storms because they just go around it. I mean, that's the thing. People ask me all the time about hurricane season, hotels versus a cruise ship. So, well, it's hurricane season. I don't want to be at sea in a hurricane. I'd rather be on land.
All-inclusive.
Well, a cruise ship can steer around the hurricane. Hotel can't.
Yeah.
So
Well, we
That's
had that
kinda it.
situation last year for my mom's birthday thing.
yeah, there was.
Remember Sharon?
Yeah, we got on the board and we missed the port. I think we missed. What did we miss?
Perfect Day at Coco
Coquet,
Cay.
which was a bummer because that's a great place. That's a lot of fun. But we missed that unfortunately. But it, we basically went out as the hurricane was coming into Port Canaveral.
We didn't even know there was a hurricane coming.
Well, we knew it a couple of days ahead of time, and then kind of sped up, and it was
Yeah,
the water was a little rough when we first went out,
right.
and then it was fine. They just take us. They go this way instead of that way, and
Yeah.
no problems at all. Hi Frank. Hi Sue.
Hi, Frank. Hi, Sue.
So we have that coming up. Now, the big one we have coming up, and hopefully some of the newer cruises, we have a big friends and family.
hmm
What events do we have on that cruise? It's on the Adventure of the Sea
Mhm.
in August 2nd to August 9th.
Sent.
August 2nd to the 10th. That's right. It's an 8-night cruise.
Yeah, it's an 8-night
Okay,
cruise.
that's right.
Great price. And
Where's it going?
it's going to Aruba, Curacao, and Perfect Day Coco Cay.
Yes.
This cruise started out just my sister-in-law Sharon, who's there. Her and I were trying to come together, pick up a cruise for a family, our family that we could do that wasn't Mexico. And I found this, and I mentioned to her the price was right. I told Bill, and the next thing we know, it kind of exploded. How many
Yeah.
people are going?
I think we're up to over 80,
Yeah.
something like that.
I mean, the
get-
price
have
is
looked at the
phenomenal.
last
I
numbers.
mean, any cruise going to Aruba for 8 days and you're paying close to $2,000, or it's
Yeah, the pricing was absolutely insane. You know what? I think I have.
that's right,
Yeah.
Sharon. Woohoo!
We had the price that we had, and this is where I want to talk to you about the price advantage of booking early and booking in a group. Angela found this cruise a year ago.
Yeah, it was a little over a year ago, I think.
So it was how many? It was like 16 months out,
Yeah,
18 months out when we booked it. So we got a block of rooms. The rooms at the time of $2,432, I think it was.
yes.
For balcony cabin, $2,432. Right now, we have some more balconies. The group rate though is $3,200. And the non-group rate is $4,500. So the price is almost $2,000 higher for the same cabin
Mhm.
that people like Caitlin and Sharon and all them booked. Is this?
Why is it not showing it?
Oh,
there we
you
go.
Oh, there you are. Hey, Austin.
Hi.
We have Austin in the chat as well. Austin Glickman, he is the president of Law Enforcement Officers Weekend that I was explaining to you about before. They do absolutely amazing work. I know they've done Lake George weekends in the past. They did a Miami weekend, do a lot of sporting events. Definitely support them as you can. They're one of the charities that are near and dear to my heart. There's several of them. Brotherhood for the Fallen's another one that just really do great things for the families of people that were killed in line of duty. So it's going to be a good time. It's the November cruise. Like I said, probably about 120 people. It's going to be a little challenging. 3 days of trying to meet all the new people and things like that we haven't met
Mhm.
before. And again, the main reason for these live streams is to try to answer any questions people have. That's the biggie. But even with that, now we already have the 2024 Law Enforcement Officers Weekend Cruise balconies. Right now, we are already sold like 16 rooms, I think,
Wow.
in 5 days.
Wow.
Right now, balconies we have for $1,267 per couple. The Royal Caribbean price is $1,520. The price is going up. I'm going to grab more blocks group space this week, more cabins, more room. But the price is going up and the availability is down. that cruise is next October. It is October 11th, the 14th. I think it's October 11th to the 14th. It's a Friday to a Monday cruise. I'm going to drop all the information in the comments after the live stream. So if you're watching, you can click on it. It's also on you can go to Law Enforcement Officers Weekend Facebook page. You can go to Finest Travel Agency Facebook page, Finest Travel Beat with Angela and Bill.
Great price.
And book that. And we're actually talking about 2025 already.
Yeah.
Because we'll probably do that as soon as that goes on sale. So we have Angela's cruise.
I call it my cruise. Mine and Sharon's because we found it. Actually, I found it.
There are more that August cruise. And it's funny, like you said, it started out as the August cruise started out as a small cruise, and
Just
just ended up.
you know,
My daughter Caitlin's coming. She's got her
friends.
friends coming. Relatives of friends are coming. I have people coming that have been longtime clients that I haven't met in person. Somebody that I went through the academy with that I haven't seen since I helped her get through the run in the police academy days.
I have
she's
friends
retired.
that grew up with.
So it's going to be an awesome, awesome, awesome time. Thank you, Shaggy. Really appreciate that. We do the law enforcement career. My career, as most of you know, I'm retired from the NYPD, and my pension helps pay for all of this. But also the clientele we have is 90% law enforcement, supporters of law enforcement, family of law enforcement. It kind of just, it fit, it clicked. We can help people spend quality time with families, and that's really kind of the main thing. And the law enforcement officers' purpose is they honor the families of those that have been killed in line of duty or seriously injured, but you can have a good time doing it,
Right.
And have a good time with people. So that's kind of what they do, which is great. Let's see. Group cruises. The August Friends and Family Cruise. That'll be the first one. We're probably going to do a second one. People are already asking about it. We will probably announce that the end of November. The Royal Caribbean hasn't released all of their 2025 itineraries yet. So as soon as the schedule comes out, Angela and I are going to look at it. We'll pick a cruise that we think is, an interesting cruise on a good ship.
On a good ship with a good itinerary.
And good itinerary and at a good value.
Yes.
That's the key. Price is one thing, value is another. So as soon as we find that, we'll put that out. We'll grab the block of rooms, and it's going to be, first come, first served again. The quicker you book, the better. Thank you, Austin. That's for the kind words. It's been great. And it's been great. I'm retired 11 years now, believe it or not. And it's just nice still keep in contact with the law enforcement family that we have. It's just been fantastic. Really enjoying it. Again, anybody has any questions about the cruise specifically? I get a lot of questions, drink packages, for instance. If one person in a cabin has to buy the drink package, both have to buy the drink package. Online check-ins, luggage tags, things like that. Not going to go into all the details of it, but I get how many text messages a day?
A lot.
I work from home. I have an office at my house, and probably spend about 8 to 10 hours up there. Then I come downstairs and we're watching TV, and I'm on the phone, but answering messages.
I go into my office at 7. Tell Bill I see him later on, and I don't literally see him until 4:30.
4:30, 5 o'clock.
And we both have our own offices, same floor, so
yeah, it makes for a happy marriage, actually, because we don't see each other. That's good. We do a lot of traveling, and again, we may do more of these live streams if we get the reception. It's time consuming. We don't want to put stuff out there just to put stuff out there. If people are getting value out of it,
right.
They watch the videos, they enjoy it, we'll do more but again, it's kind of with our schedule, it's kind of tough. We did a lot of cruises last year.
Yeah. A lot of cruises this
cruises.
year.
Yeah, this
And
year.
not next year.
I'm coming up to this. This year is the year of Celebrity and Royal Caribbean. We have 10 cruises scheduled right now on a.
Yeah.
Well, and
You've used
they
up
are all Celebrity or Royal Caribbean.
and you've used up all my vacation time, and we're not even into 2024
Yeah,
yet.
and Angela gets she isn't a cop, but she gets vacation like she is. It's like 27 days off, a birthday, holidays, Christmas week, like
Yeah.
weekends.
Well, I'm gonna have to work part on some of these because I just don't have any more time.
Yeah, that's the one thing. The internet on the ships has gotten fantastic, so we can, work. My phone service in Europe was better than it is
Yeah.
where I live in Palm Bay, and that's the hysterical thing. There's a rocket launch tonight. We could probably watch from our yard if we want to. We could watch them put rockets into space, but I can't get a Verizon signal. But yeah, we're working on the ships. And it's been great because I can, if I have a client traveling, did have on cruises, had one client that was in Morocco when
that's
the
right.
earthquake hit that killed 10,000 people or more. They were on a tour, and thank God they had reversed the itinerary. Basically, instead of going clockwise around Morocco, they went counterclockwise, so they weren't in the Atlas Mountains when the earthquake hit. But I was able to make sure that she was okay and got home.
That was scary.
And then I had another client that was going on an Oceania cruise out of Jerusalem, embarking the day of the attacks. So, and I was in contact with him. I was on a cruise. We were messaging back and forth. He made a very funny comment that as long as Hamas doesn't attack the buffet, if they attack the buffet, then he's going to have a problem. Typical cop humor. Yeah. Only 5 times a day, Austin. It's all good. It's quick. It's back and forth. I don't mind it. I really don't mind. And especially, I'll answer questions all day long. I like to do things text message or email just because a lot of times I'm on the phone with cruise lines trying to get things settled. And these days with call centers and all that, I could be on the phone hours getting a human being that actually understands the question. So that really helps. And also, this way I can remember what I wrote. It's a lot easier, not as young as I used to be. If I don't write it down or it's not written down someplace, it's a bit of a.
That's funny, Shaggy. I should become an honorary police officer with a badge and go to all of these vacation days.
Yeah, you didn't get the 20-year retirement part though.
No, I don't get the pension.
Yeah.
No, I'm 26 years at my job,
but somehow I forgot that I'm retired.
Yeah. Are you retired?
Yeah, 11 years. She got me a shirt in I think it was in Bal Harbor.
Yes.
I should wrote it down. I should have wore it. The shirt says, "I tried to retire, but now I work for my wife."
I had to get it. It was perfect.
But some exciting stuff we have coming up besides, get her an LEO weekend badge.
There you go.
Oh boy! Now the badge collector is going to go nuts, Austin.
Thanks, Austin. Looking forward to meeting you, by the way.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Well, it's going to be very interesting because on this one too coming up. Friend Jim Hurley, he's a very good friend of mine that I haven't met yet. He's out in Vegas now, so he's probably not on. But been meeting him, just a lot of friends, a lot of really good people, and looking forward. This next year is kind of the year of group cruises.
Yeah.
With a lot of people we've talked to, we talk of, we communicate all the time, but we haven't necessarily seen yet.
Plus, we're doing some new ships, brand new.
Yes, we have some. It's been amazing. It's been absolutely amazing. Right after we come back from the cruise with Austin and his crew, we are going on a pre-inaugural for the brand new Celebrity Ascent. That one is Thanksgiving weekend. That's actually before the inaugural event. This cruise was open to the public. Anybody could have
Yeah.
gone on this. It's a 4-night cruise.
Yes.
So we'll be among the first people on Celebrity Ascent. That's the one of the newest ship that Celebrity is putting out. We're going on several inaugurals this year, but that was the first one. We're really looking forward to that one. We're going to be away Christmas and New Year's this year because Caitlin will be at her in-laws. So we don't have Caitlin, my daughter. She's going to be doing her thing with her husband's family on Christmas. So we're going to do a 11-night Panama Canal cruise on the Celebrity Beyond. Now, much to my chagrin,
yeah.
who's not going to be there?
Who's not going to be there? Oh, Captain Kate.
Captain Kate's not going to be there. No. You got Captain Paolo from the Love Boat, the real Love Boat.
Oh my God! Yes, twice.
Captain Paolo Arrigo was the captain on the Regal Princess. We sailed with him twice this last year.
Oh yeah.
I would be jealous of how much Angela is has a crush on him.
He's a paisan.
Except, he's a very good-looking guy. He starred on the show The Real Love Boat, which he makes fun of because only 3 people actually watched it. I'd be jealous, except his wife is drop dead gorgeous, and his daughter is adorable.
Oh, she's so cute,
and they sailed with him both times we were on, and it was just a really beautiful family.
Yeah.
But again, I don't get Captain Kate.
You don't get Captain.
I don't get Captain Kate. She goes on vacation. How dare she go on vacation? How dare she? I know Caitlin's probably glad that I'm not going to see it because she's a big fan of her Instagram account. Oh, Austin, this is great. Bill, we're going to need you on a fixed post on 42nd Street, Times Square. Sorry to tell you, but your cruise to 28s have been canceled. The funny thing, Austin, is I ran operations for the Trans Bureau, so I was the bad guy that was probably responsible for vacations getting canceled. Yeah. We've done New Year's on cruises or when the cruise was shut down in Aruba for the past 4 years, I guess.
Yeah, we have not been home for New Year's in a long time. No, longer than 5 years. I think we've done 5 years. Yeah, the goal is to get as far from Times Square as possible. Oh, Labor Day is another one. If I'm going to, no Eastern Parkway. Nassau, closest to Eastern Parkway. I'm going to go. Yeah, you should try to get the cast of the Love Boat that's still alive to go on a cruise to you guys. Yeah, we don't have quite that pull, but they actually did some Love Boat reunions on the Regal Princess a few years ago. Yeah. I know Gavin McLeod's not around, a few of them aren't around, but that's also cool. We do Princess Cruises. They play.
Yeah, they showed the Love Boat at night.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've seen, but I'm exhausted by the end of the day. You know, you're going from here to here, there, especially the Regal Princess. Oh, the excursion was like 10 hours. You come back.
We had 2 port days at that time. It was like every day, go. 2
port days. Try to get your, get the most out of the drink package when you get back. Have dinner, catch your show, back to the room, knowing you have to get up at like 7 o'clock the next morning. I don't think I made it past the opening credits for any of the Love Boat episodes.
But that's our thing. We get on a Princess cruise. We get to watch the Love Boat.
Yeah. So we have that. And then the real excitement. Austin was on Eastern Parkway for a Gaza Post. Was it by Kingston and Easton? That's a hotbed over there. I worked in District 32 in transit going back. That area covers getting really local. Yeah. Crown Heights is really kind of a real hotbed of Jewish and anti-Jewish communities. So that's a tough spot over there. Now, then the excitement. We are going on the inaugural of the world's largest cruise ship and the newest cruise ship, the Icon of the Seas, in the world. We are so excited about that. Anybody that's been turned on the TV knows anything about cruises at all, has seen it. It's different than any of the other Royal Caribbean ships. It's got the Aqua Theater in the back.
Everything.
It looks like Coco Cay at sea.
Yeah, it's like a water park on there.
There's water park. There's like everything on
you could think of. Yeah,
everything. All kinds of different restaurants. It just really re-envisioned. We've been following a lot of it, and that looks amazing. So we had booked, and this is an example. We booked the inaugural on that back in January when it was released.
Right.
I was up on the computer at 1 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
waiting for it to open up, and
You got it. Good
We-
thing
we
you
got
did,
it. We
because
got-
what happened later on in the day?
oh yeah, the prices doubled by the morning, and then it was sold out. I think there's some cabins available now
Yeah, some
because
people.
final payment
Yeah,
was recently,
that's what I've heard.
and some people didn't make the final payment. So there's some cabins still open, but at crazy high prices. The Icon of the Seas all next year, the prices are insane. If you're interested in going to the Icon of the Seas next year, though, let me know, because the group I belong to, Nexion, does have group space on some of that. As of last week, was not pulled back. It may have been pulled back now, but I mean, like half price cost on some of these. And should we tell them the news about what we're doing before that?
Yeah.
We tell them what we
You
got.
can tell.
When we were on the last cruise, we got the convention cruise. The heads of, vice presidents or heads of all the cruise lines were on board, which was really weird. We're on a celebrity cruise ship, and Carnival Cruise Line is doing a presentation, and ended up. It was great. We got invited to dinner with the vice president of Royal Caribbean, became pretty friendly with her. Also, dinner that night was the head of the Cruise Line International Association in the United States, Charlie Sylvia, who is kind of the main guy that goes between the cruise lines and the travel agent industry and Washington, D.C. He was kind of the forefront of the restart of negotiating with Congress. So subsequently, we got invited to a pre-inaugural trade event on the Icon of the Seas. So we will be probably among the very first people to step on that ship. It's a 3-night one, right before the
Excellent.
7-night one.
Right.
They kick us off on Friday and then let us back in on Saturday. But if you're interested in the Icon of the Seas, subscribe to this channel. We're going to probably try to go live at some point, like half the other vloggers in the world are.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of vloggers on
I'm
that
hoping,
ship.
yeah, there's going to be there'll be a lot of video, but we'll try to, again, like we do with our ship videos, not just, kind of point things out and give you the information. But yeah, we're really, really, really looking forward to that.
And then we have another inaugural, Royal Caribbean.
Yes. The other inaugural we're doing next year is on the Utopia of the Seas. Now that's going to be very similar to, that's an Oasis class ship. That's going to be very similar to the Oasis of the Seas, the Symphony of the Seas. It's going to be the largest Oasis class ship, but it's not going to be as big as the Icon of the Seas.
The Icon is the world's largest.
That's the world's largest. So we kind of got sucked into a lot of these special events. So that's where your vacation days went.
Yeah, that's where they all went.
But again, we love doing the cruises. We love cruising. We love Unpack Once. We love the value you get. Your entertainment's included.
Food.
The Icon of the Seas has Wizard of Oz, which should be interesting.
Yeah, I hope
they're doing. I think it's a full production of it.
Oh wow.
But that's supposed to be very good. The entertainment, the food.
Yeah.
You get the drink package. You get most of that. Just always stuff going on. There's trivia. There's enrichment talks, live music,
game shows.
And every cruise line is a little bit different. If you have a favorite cruise line, put it in the comments. Let us know what your favorite cruise line is. Ours, I can't really say. We like Princess.
Yeah, I tend to like Princess.
We tend to like Princess, but that's us. It's a little bit more refined, a little bit more like the classic cruising experience. Definitely, there are kids on it, but it's not for kids. There's not a lot of slides, not a lot of water parks, but we enjoy that. We enjoy Celebrity too.
Yes. And Royal.
Right, and and even Carnival. Carnival has its place. It's a party ship. Understand, when you go on Carnival, it's going to be a party atmosphere. Don't expect it to be quiet. And this is what we do. We go on these cruises. We go on. We've been on everything from the small ships to the larger ships. Other than MSC, we've been on Holland America, Princess, Norwegian, Royal,
Virgin.
Disney, Virgin. We go on them as we enjoy it, but it's educational as well. So we know when we recommend something, or somebody asks a question, we know what it is. We love talking cruises. We end up in the hot tub and just end up talking to people all the time about cruising. And I don't do the advertising. We try to even keep the Finest Travel Beat Facebook stuff non-travel agent related. Obviously, they blend into each other, but we just love cruising. We love travel, all inclusive resorts too. We do. We haven't been to many because you don't have time, but we do enjoy. I was to Costa Rica last year
I
because
had to pass on that one.
you had to pass with some people from the transit police. But that was a lot of fun. Costa Rica was a lot of fun. We've been to Mexico. Haven't done a lot of Europe yet.
No, this was the first time.
Yeah, this is the first time.
Next October.
Yeah,
Think about it.
Next October, we're tentatively scheduled to do a Italy and Croatia cruise on the Celebrity Constellation. We'll see how that goes. We kind of have it penciled in right now, depending on how the year goes. But again, these are learning experiences. Going to England was fantastic because now I could tell people that that it really is very easy to get from London to Southampton by bus. The hotel areas to stay in, the excursions to take, how far things are. You only learn those by actually doing
it
them
yourself, right?
See travel agents all the time that, in different forums. Oh yeah, well, I've never been on a cruise, but how can you sell a cruise if you've never been on a cruise? that just boggles my mind. I think we have a few. Sharon likes Celebrity's great for kids. Yes, it is.
Royal Caribbean.
Oh, Royal Caribbean. I'm sorry. Royal Caribbean is great for kids.
Yeah, they have a lot of stuff for kids.
I heard something recently. Royal Caribbean and Celebrity are actually owned by the same company, Royal Caribbean Group. And this was on one of the webinars. Something they said, on Royal Caribbean, you cruise for your kids. On Celebrity, you cruise with your kids. So Celebrity, which used to be known as more of an adult cruise line, princesses as well, they're all looking towards the family market. They're all family friendly for the most, other than Virgin. Virgin doesn't want the kids. No kids allowed
I love
at
that
all.
commercial they
They
had.
have a great commercial
God,
about
it's
it.
so
No
funny.
kids allowed. We could do a whole YouTube on Virgin. Probably have to exclude the youngins from that one on parts of it. But yeah, Royal Caribbean is great, and Royal Caribbean is probably who most law enforcement book on because it's great for multi-generational. This stuff, the Schooner Bar is great for adults if you like trivia. There's just so much for everybody on Royal Caribbean.
Shows, they got the ice skating shows, which I love.
Yeah,
and then they do production shows.
Yeah, they have the production shows. They have the and the value is pretty good. It's going up. It's really, really, really going up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that's popping up there. Yeah. I don't know why that's up there. I don't know how to get that down, but oh well. Right. Royal Caribbean is great. Celebrity is Franco likes Celebrity. Yeah. If you don't have young kids anymore, Celebrity is awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. If you go on a cruise, the cast any TV show, like apart from the Love Boat, who would you choose? Oh, wow. Cast of what? Which show?
Any TV show?
If you go on the cast of any TV show? I think it would have to be Outlander right now, being that we're watching it. I think it's Claire.
Are there any Outlander fans out there that watch it? Put in the comments. Curious. Great show.
Yeah, it was.
We're so addicted to it.
We started watching Outlander because we were watching fellow YouTubers, D&J, Power DJ. They have a very successful channel.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really nice people. We've sat with them a couple of times. Met them. We know them. And we love their channel. And they had done the Regal Princess before we did. So we totally cheated and watched their video series to see what they're doing. And some of the stuff we did that they did and some they didn't. And the one that they did do was this Outlander tour. Again, Circuit Tours was the one that did that. I don't get anything from them for plugging them. It just the guy was fantastic.
Yeah,
He was just the
absolutely
owner. He was
fabulous.
really, really nice guy. But like we had heard of Outland, had no idea what it was about. Well, we're on season 3 now. We watched that at night, and that watching it and then going and touring the different castles and the sets and everything like
And then
that.
don't forget the studio. It took us to see the studio.
Yeah.
And where the gate came down on
Oh
you.
yeah. They take us to the studio where Outland is filmed, and there's this rickety old gate behind, and he wants to take a group photo of I think there were 5 of us on there. So I am standing back there, and I guess one of the security guards felt we got too close to their driveway, puts the gate down. The gate grabs my jacket and starts pulling me down. Luckily, it wasn't a very strong gate. It wasn't, I was able to kind of hold it. I was more afraid my brand new jacket, which I bought a winter coat for an England cruise where it's supposed to be cold, and it was in the 80s every day.
Yeah,
not warm. A drop of rain.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We scotch guarded our shoes.
We're bringing extra stuff. We're like ready for the rain. We're ready for the North Sea. I'm like, we got around the North Sea. It's going to be rough. It's going to be the ship's going to be rocking, smoothing.
Yes. Yeah.
We really lucked out with that.
Yeah, but it was funny with the gate. First thing I thought of, call Dan, but Dan doesn't.
Yeah, if Caitlin was still on there, call Dan.
Call Dan.
But so let's see what else we got on our agenda. Just a couple of things. We're gonna wrap it up soon. Try to keep. If we do these again, we're gonna keep it to an hour. Your time's too valuable. If anybody has any questions, please drop them in the comments, and you can always get us on our YouTube channel or Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Finest Travel Beat with Angela and Bill. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you can, I'm accessible. You get me, text message, email, bill@finestravelagency.com. Any questions you have, we love answering them. Help people out, enjoy cruising as much as we do. Just a couple of things, and we're going to wrap it up. Passport renewal times aren't bad, but you never know how they're going to be. I harp on this all the time. Check the date of your passport. If it's within 6 months, get it renewed. Get passports. Yes, you can do some closed loop sailings without a passport. If you have to, that's fine. If it's a short time away, we're going last minute cruise or whatever, or if it doesn't come back in time, you can sail with a driver's license and original copy of your passport, of your birth certificate in certain cases, not in all cases. Work with me, work with your travel agent on it. But passports, renew them, have them. If you get, God forbid, something happens in a foreign country and you don't have a passport, you're going to have to go to the U.S. Embassy. They're going to have to get a rush passport, and you could be there for a few days. So have your passports. Number 2, and I read pretty much every day, I read of somebody that missed a cruise because they packed their passport.
Mm-hmm.
And the passport went on in the luggage, and the luggage went on the ship, and they couldn't find it. So their passport and their luggage had a fantastic cruise as they waved by from the shore. Do not pack your passport in your luggage. Keep your passport in your pocket. Keep it someplace secure. Pay attention to it. Don't pack it. We almost had a disaster on my daughter's wedding cruise because of that, but disaster was averted, and we won't go into it. The other thing that and I stress on this all the time, travel insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Have it. I didn't realize the importance of travel insurance. We travel without it sometimes.
For a long time.
Really not a good idea. Now we have an annual plan. Again, I can't give specific travel insurance advice because I'm not licensed in every state. What I can tell you is get travel insurance. Most people think it's for cancellation purposes. It is. In some cases, they've canceled for any reason. There's a whole lot of different things you can and can't cancel for. The reality of it is you can afford to lose a few $1,000s. If you have to cancel and you're without insurance, it sucks. Nobody wants it. But it's not going to bankrupt you. If, God forbid, you break your ankle ice skating on a cruise ship, and it's a compound fracture and they got to airlift you off the ship, be ready for $100,000 or more bill for the helicopter. And then whatever hospital they take you to, if it's in Mexico or a different country, they take one type of insurance. Well, actually, they take three types of insurance: Visa, MasterCard, or American Express. They want to see before they'll treat you, that's what they want. Decent insurance companies. I have a couple that I suggest that I work with that I can book for you. But again, I can point you in the direction, but you have to read all the terms and conditions and all that. The ones that I recommend is Chubb and Allianz, just from people seem to have good times with them. Large companies, and they will get on the phone with the hospital and wire money or make some sort of an agreement or arrangement to get you paid. But that's, again, travel insurance. We have an annual plan. The annual plan does not cover much cancellation. We would lose money if we had a big cruise canceled. An annual plan is good if you're traveling a lot through the year.
Right.
If you're doing one or two, it doesn't really make sense. But for us, we travel a lot, but it does have that big coverage in case, God forbid, something happens.
I mean, it can happen to anybody.
Yeah, exactly. So
Guess it's better to wrap up.
Yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up. Austin, if you're still on, look forward to seeing you. Frank,
Yes.
Enjoy Costa Rica with you. Hopefully, we'll see you soon. Sharon, talk to you soon. Shaggy, thanks for joining. Everybody else that's joined, I hope you enjoyed this. Let us know in the comments whether even afterwards you can view it at any point. It'll be live on the channel right afterwards. And thanks for participating.
Yes.
So come join us on
our next cruise. We got a lot of them, so come join us on one of them.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.